Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Chris and welcome back to a brand new Sonic video where today I'm going to be discussing the Sonic movie and a possible sequel from the final scene and end credits in the film. So without further ado, let's get started. So if you didn't know, a little over a month ago, the Sonic movie was released on February the 14th for Valentine's Day 2020, and it has had some great success. For example, the Sonic movie is currently the second highest grossing movie this year, the highest grossing video game movie in the United States, and it has received universally positive ratings after its first trailer back in April. This success has been quite unexpected, as the movie was predicted to be really bad by a lot of people, and the box office numbers are really surprising, as it made more money than expected, even with the closing of theaters from COVID-19 and the film not releasing in China. Anyways, my quick thoughts on the movie, as I know that many of you guys have been asking for it, was that I thought it was overall really enjoyable. The story was what I was mostly expecting, to save the world from evil, but the quick origin story at the beginning for Sonic when he was younger with Longclaw was a really nice touch, and it set up the theme of running away and friendship. However, what really stood out to me in this movie were the characters, as Ben Schwartz does a great job voicing Sonic, and the movie's take on the character is very recognizable and in line with the games with his likable and humorous personality, although being a bit more childish, but I also expected this, as that's what the target audience for this movie was. But while the movie is targeted for younger audiences, it does actually try to tell a story that adults and definitely fans can enjoy. And along with this, the design and animation for the movie for not only Sonic, but also other characters like Longclaw and the Echidnas at the beginning are very well done and nice to watch. Also, another thing that I realized while watching the movie is that Ben Schwartz's voice for Sonic is very similar to another character that he voiced in a show that I used to watch a lot when I was younger, which is Randy Cunningham the 9th Grade Ninja. They're not exact, but fairly similar, and I just kept thinking of it while watching the movie. Anyways, moving on, Jim Carrey does a fantastic job as Dr. Eggman, as he is truly hilarious, like the dance scene, which was so over the top, but his Robotnik is also quite intimidating in a few scenes with his intellect. So while his take on the character obviously isn't the exact same as in the games, I did like his design in the movie, and it is really nice to see Jim Carrey having fun. But you can see him becoming the Eggman that we know better in the final scene, which I'll talk about a little bit later as well. But you can see that he has gone bald, with a large mustache, slowly losing his mind, and having that Mike Pollock-esque voice and laugh.
Reconnaissance! Come on, that's hilarious! What's the matter with you?
And finally, James Marsden as Tom the policeman from Green Hills, who is pretty good, and it personally made sense to me for why he would help Sonic, because he likes animals and protects them. It was also really nice to see Tom and Sonic progress as friends throughout the movie with their ups and downs, and especially at the end when they surprised Sonic with his own room in the house. And it's really refreshing to see Sonic show a lot of emotion in the movie, something that helps us sympathize with him and relate to him more, and something that the games haven't done as much. And Tika Sumpter as Maddie is also fairly good. Honestly, I don't remember too much from her character, but I don't have any problems with her. So overall, the characters, and even side characters like Agent Stone, which sets up a really funny joke at the end, and Crazy Carl are all very enjoyable and make the movie really fun and rewatchable. So with my thoughts out of the way, I want to discuss two scenes in the film that suggest a likely sequel for the Sonic movie. And the first one is the final scene in the movie where we see Dr. Eggman on the Mushroom Planet after losing to Sonic in the final battle. At first it seems that Eggman is hopelessly stranded forever on this Mushroom Planet, however it's revealed that he still has Sonic's quill, which earlier in the movie is said to contain unlimited power, and because of his intellect he says he'll be home by Christmas. So it seems undoubtable that this is setting up for a future storyline where he returns to Earth to get his revenge on Sonic. The second scene is after the excellent credits where we see a warp ring open and Tails the Fox come out. It's revealed that Tails has been searching for Sonic and the readings from his machine have finally led him to Earth. Tails also mentions something about him hoping it's not too late, and he flies into the distance looking for Sonic. This scene also suggests a future storyline where Sonic and Tails team up to do something. I've heard speculation where Tails has come from Green Hill, where Longclaw is still captured and they possibly go back to save her. I think that Tails coming from Green Hill is super likely, but I'm not sure about Longclaw surviving the Echidnas after getting injured and saving Sonic. Personally, to me, she seemed like a one-time character, as she was newly created for this movie and used as an emotional anchor for Sonic, as she was the substitute for his parents and sacrificed herself for him to survive. So it seems a bit unlikely to me that she was held hostage by the Echidnas for 10 years, but I wouldn't mind seeing her return. So after I saw these two scenes and the impressive box office and critical success of the movie, it seems likely that a sequel is inevitable. Even though it hasn't been confirmed, there have already been many rumors for a sequel with The Rock, the writers have talked about it, and James Marsden, one of the stars, has stated that he is on board for more movies. So without further ado, that is going to wrap it up for today's Sonic video on a possible sequel for the Sonic movie, and don't forget to go and let me know in the comments your thoughts on the movie and if you want to see a sequel. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to go and leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.